Can you just speak to that theme of tolerations?
Yeah, for sure. I first heard about this through Thomas Leonard, who's
Mhm.
known as the father of modern coaching. And he's like, Zap Your Tolerations was his thing. And I hadn't thought of it until then, but there are so many things that we just get used to. So one thing that I've been taught, I'm just scanning my life to see like, what are some things I'm tolerating: neck and shoulder discomfort. I'm often
Mhm.
tight there, and I do quite a bit of yoga to deal with it. And every now and then I'll try some new therapy or pillow or something that might do it. But that's one thing that is a toleration, and it's easy to just get used to.
Yeah.
Fatigue is something that I've been tolerating for a long time, anxiety, depression. And then I'll go through phases where I'm like, all right, let's stop tolerating this. I'm going to try ayahuasca, this plant jungle medicine. I'm going to try kambo, this frog sweat that they put on, burns into your skin. And, I always used to think people are crazy for doing that. But after you've tolerated something for long enough, you start getting more creative.
Yep.
And then in business, I've been tolerating for 3 months not having a social media manager. So my content's all stacking up with nowhere to go. I've been tolerating for 5 years doing the bookkeeping and taxes on my own. They're
Yeah.
quite complex, and I know them, and I'm a nerd and I can do them. I think it's these things drain our energy. And so it's really useful. Here's another exercise. Grab another sheet of paper and list all of the things that you're tolerating in your life. Could be
Mhm.
lack of sleep, could be a relationship that's kind of draining, could be an employee who's late to meetings. It could be someone throwing trash down where you can see it, or a cigarette butt on the ground. That's been a big pet peeve for me. It's great to just become aware of them, all the different things that you're tolerating. And then I usually find, like, for me to really go and move through those and make a bunch of change often requires coaching, requires some kind of outside input, because the coach can give me the impetus and the mindset to go and tackle all of these things. But you might be a self-starter enough that you can just write the list, pause this recording right now, make your list, and then you might go and tackle 3 of them every week. I'm just going to knock these out until I've got no more tolerations in my life. Can free up a lot of energy and make life better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you can do it yourself, great. One thing I have found over the past several years is there's another guest that came on the show a while back, Jeffrey Davis, and he said, I tend to go from DIY to DIT, from do it yourself to do it together, and that's something that I have learned as well. Like, I'm happy to say I have more of a tendency. I'll only start going down the rabbit hole of internet research on a particular topic for about a half hour before I go, wait, maybe I could get some help with this, and look up to see if there's a coach in a particular area, or somebody I could talk to get their help and expertise.
I like that a
Um,
lot. Do it yourself to do it together. Yeah. There's a mindset in America in particular that to be
mhm,
a hero, you need to do something alone.
mhm, mhm.
And, the stories about pioneering the railroad, if you did the railroad as a consortium with crowdfunding and had the help of 100 people, it's not considered the same as if single-handedly you built the thing. And I think it's a shame. I think it's a little sad. And hopefully that's an old paradigm,
Yeah.
uh, um, to think I know enough. I'm so smart that I can do everything best if I do it alone. Hopefully that's old. The best CEOs now, the best leaders are not the ones that come up with the solutions. The
Mhm.
best leaders are the ones that have the best questions, and they find other people. It's like, be a kingmaker, not a king.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one reason that coaching has exploded, with people like Bill Gates and Andre Agassi and Tiger Woods all saying, hey, no matter how great you are, you can be better if you have a coach. Anyway, I'm biased. I'm a coach. I think 5 months ago, I had 5 separate coaches for separate areas of my life. So I'm a big fan and evangelist
Yeah.
for what coaching can do.